Hey, this is Bruce Cook, and this video we're going to be showing at least one plant that already has at least one pepper. It's grown out. There was some other flowers on that the same variety of plants or pepper plants that have other flowers that are growing into peppers as well. So this video is actually following my paintball gun shooting video, the Planet Eclipse LV 1.6. So it's early in the morning. It's like 8 o'clock. So but anyways, we're gonna come in here first, unlock everything. This is how I keep this little cheap ghetto fence locked up. Dog cage for a door. So I did what I could do with the amount of money I had and what materials I had. Anyways, so we actually do have several varieties that are that have been flowering, and I was attempting to in the beginning when I started seeing flowers to pick them off, because I want these plants to grow much bigger before they start putting their energy into creating flowers. I think that had to do with the way I was growing them indoors. So as some of y'all know who've seen my videos in the past, as I was growing and raising these plants, I had these, I sowed the seeds for these things back in mid-October last year. Got a huge head start, and these plants ended up getting, a lot of them were starting to get too big for the grow box I have inside of my bedroom. So I used the double cup method, and the roots were getting so huge and coiled up in the bottom cups, so they were literally lifting the cups higher. So it started causing a lot of these plants to mature a lot quicker than I really wanted them to. But anyways, we'll start off with the plant that actually has at least one pepper on it. There's probably more on it. Anyways, it's my ahi lemon drop plant. So these ones, I don't mind that they're putting out peppers, because when I grew them last year, the plants didn't get incredibly large. And I've seen other videos of people growing these things, and the ahi lemon drop plants don't seem to get as large as the Superhots do. So, and these are way bigger than, or more bushier, far more bushier than the ones I had last year. So I'm very comfortable with these things putting out already. I mean, there's more pepper or more flowers on one plant, just a single one of these plants, than there were on all of the ahi lemon drop plants that I had combined last year, because I had most of them in what was it, half gallon or quart size gallon containers, so the plants weren't trying to get that big. But anyways, so you can see this obvious one sticking up right here. And then I mean, this plant is riddled with other flowers. There's lots of flowers that look like they're yep, no, there's another one right there that's already turning into a pepper, or is turned into a pepper. And you see the petals on those flowers, they turn brown and start rotting to fall off. So let's knock off some of these bad leaves. So I just before I did that paintball gun shooting video, I just came out here and watered the plants. I did actually yesterday, I did put some Floribloom in some of these plants, even some of the Superhots. It got to the point where the Superhot plants that were putting out flowers were putting out, I mean, I attempted to pick the flowers off in the beginning, but they started putting out so many flowers that it was just too much for me to go around and get all the flowers off. So I just, said screw it, and I'm letting them put out the flowers. I mean, they're putting out way too many flowers for me to go around and get them all off. I mean, there's tons of plants with flowers on them. But anyways, we'll go around and show what's going on here. But yeah, I did put Floribloom, and that's what I like to use when the plants are starting to starting to flower and put out peppers. So let's see here. I think my red Scotch bonnets. Okay, these are yellow ghosts. I know there was several varieties that I put the Floribloom in. So let's look around. I'm not remembering. I know my Lucifer lemons were definitely pumping the flowers out. So that's the Scotch Bonnet. Yeah, that's right. This is the plant that I did. So I spotted that one flower right there. You're probably seeing it curling around. Well, I'll show you my younger plants that I put out. So these things, I sowed the seeds on these things a little while after I sowed the other ones. Dragon's Breath, Carolina Reaper, and oh shoot, what else did I have? So we had Dragon's Breath. These are Carolina Reapers. So it was the Yellow Mooger Scorpions. So they seem to be coming along pretty well. You see they're growing. Purple Ghost, a little shabby, but so we got, here's the Lucifer Lemon. I know these things are putting out a ton of flowers, so I hit these things up with the Flora Bloom. You can see lots of flowers on there. And then we got Chocolate Primatale. Let's see if like I said, I can't remember what all. Some of these plants don't look like they're in the best condition, but that's because I was a tiny bit late on doing pest control on them, getting neem oil and hitting these plants up. But since I got the neem oil from Rusted Garden, the leaves getting chomped on slowed down, so that's good. And then we got the chocolate bootlas. I know there was several more varieties that had flowers on them. Can't remember if these had them. We had Primatales. So these plants are still in the process of shedding their original leaves. You know, when I first put these out here from my bedroom, that's what they've tended to do every season I've grown. So all the original leaves end up as new leaves grow in and the plant gets larger. All the old leaves from when I had them in the bedroom tend to end up looking like garbage condition and they fall off. So I'm used to it. I mean, shoot, we're in the month of May. We got several months left for these things to put out new foliage, so I'm not worried about it. So let's see. I'm sure these. Yep. I think I just seen flowers. Yeah, there's flowers. And this is the Red Ghost. Now, some of these plants I think are there are other varieties, because when I put my first round of plants out here, there was a few containers that I didn't manage to get labels into. I had them grouped together, but then when I learned it was going to be freezing again, because I put these out real early, I ended up having to bunch all the plants up together and line them up in the middle, because I created like a little tent with frost blanket over it, and I accidentally mixed up a lot of these plants, you know, putting them next to each other and forgetting what was what, you know, the ones that didn't have labels. So let's see, I know there was more. So but yeah, so these were the red ghosts, or these are yellow ghosts. But yeah, anyways, as you see, plants are growing. And well, there's my chocolate Mooger Scorpions. Those things have always looked sketchy since I started growing them. So maybe, hopefully this year things are better. So I am now putting other nutrients in the soil that I never did before as they're growing. That bone meal and blood meal. So, but anyways, that's my update. As you see, everything's growing. Still growing nicely. Still early, so got lots of time for these things to get way bigger. And then we got, you know, our first peppers, ahi lemon drops. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll get another update video here soon on at least my seedlings indoors. They're coming along really great. I mean, they're growing. They're getting their extra leaves on them. You know, they're getting bigger and all that. I know in a couple weeks I'll make an update video on the seedlings that I put a single Osmocote food pellet next to in the soil, see if it makes a difference. So anyways, until then, I hope you enjoy the video, and I will catch you in the next one.